Hi, I'm Sandra, and I'm a twin. I have an identical sister, and that's always made my life really complicated. But you won't believe what she did to me now. My sister's name is Jill, and our relationship has always been difficult, but things have really gotten out of hand. Me and my sister never really got along. Even when we were kids, we just seemed to see things differently. It's crazy because all the other twins I know are like two of the same person. They share everything, like the same stuff, and they're basically two halves of the same coin. Not me and Jill, though. If most twins are two peas in a pod, then we are like two rocks in a shoe. We shouldn't be there, and it's just painful. We seriously kind of hate each other, and I don't usually like to place the blame, but it's her fault. For real, I kind of actually feel like she's the evil twin. I know that sounds insane, like I've watched too many movies or something, but really, she's nuts. And believe me, when I get to the end of the story, you will agree with me on that. Growing up, she's always been mean to me and pretty much everybody else. When we were little, she made me eat worms in the backyard. She would pull the heads off of Barbies. She shaved the dog and told Mom that I did it. That kind of stuff. I don't know what to say other than she just seemed like she was pure evil. She was just mean for no reason. As we got older, she evened out a little bit and started to act like a normal person, but she was still pretty hateful, just more subtle about it. My parents thought she'd gone through a weird phase as a kid and grown out of it, but I think she just got better at hiding her crazy and being more passive-aggressive. One thing I noticed, however, she had a kind of surprising reason for acting the way that she does. What I've realized is that she's always been jealous of me. That's crazy because we look exactly alike, grew up in the same house, went to the same school, and basically had the same life. I have no idea what she could be jealous of. But somehow I noticed more and more over the years that she seemed to always want what I had and would get upset about anything I had that she didn't. If I got a new phone, she had to get one. If I got a new car, she had to get one. Stuff like that. The worst part is it was the same way with guys. All through high school, she tried to steal all of my boyfriends. It worked a lot of the time because guys are idiots, but that's a whole other story. Anyways, I obviously got to a point where I really didn't want her around, and definitely didn't want her around anybody I was dating. When I went to college, I finally felt like I had some freedom from her. I met Elliot in college, and I felt like I was living a happy, normal life, while Jill was at a different school out of state. It was the first time I was finally able to relax and be comfortable with a guy. Elliot was always able to make me laugh and smile. We started dating after about a month and pretty much fell in love right away. 2 years later, we got engaged. When we first started dating, I told him about my crazy sister, and I don't really think he understood until he met her. After college, me and Elliot were living together in a small house we rented, and we were shocked one day to see Jill just show up. She moved back home after college and said she wanted to reconnect with me. We didn't really hang out because, she's nuts, but she was around just enough for Elliot to see how crazy she was. So skip ahead to the day before my wedding. I got a surprise text from Elliot. I was with my mom getting some last-minute things ready for the wedding, and he was back home packing for our flight. We were all planning to catch a plane that night to our wedding destination. He sent me a text asking me to meet at the park we went to when we first started dating. I figured that he had something big and romantic planned. So I went, and he wasn't there. I texted him, and he said he was on his way. He kept saying he was on his way, but he never showed up. It was getting late, and I was getting worried about making our flight. So I called him, but he didn't answer. I went back to our house and he wasn't there. His car was gone and I couldn't get in the house because someone had taken my house key off my keyring. Then I got a message that I couldn't believe. It was a picture of Elliot and Jill together on the plane with the caption, #gettingmarried. She had been with him the whole time. As soon as I left, she just slipped in and started pretending to be me. She was the one who sent the text to send me on a wild goose chase and made me miss my wedding. She pretended to be me and married my fiancé. The worst part is he believes she is me and that I am the psycho sister. I can't convince him or anyone else that I'm not the crazy one. I'm just stuck here while the two of them are off and on their honeymoon. What do I freaking do about this?